Welcome.
Back.
To the 30th.
My goodness. It is the 30th.
30th episode of ATC. Also, if you hear tippy taps.
How that was that?
We have a Milo in the room.
He's just under the table right now.
He just needed to be a part of the 30th episode of ATC.
No,
so if you hear tippy taps on the floor,
okay.
That's his nails.
We're having a moment right now. Hello, sir.
But it's the 30th episode of ATC, guys. That's actually crazy.
Flirty.
And thriving.
And
I know you're happy to have some sense of normalcy.
Yeah, this is now our second of actually, like, we could be
back-to-back
normal.
Episodes. Exactly. It's going to be a normal scheduled episode. I know
You're
that
welcome.
Our hurricane talking yap.
Yeah.
Was just...
Yes, me too.
It was something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We had so much pent-up yapping.
Just had it all come out.
It had to
like
come
overflow.
out. And then we were like, well, what are we going to do for a second episode? And listen, we're not ready to dive in. Well, that's not true. This is a kind of a serious topic. But it's like...
Sorry, that was funny. You guys should know by, like, the title.
The title. Like, it's a very serious thing. But it's, like, not serious because it's us talking about it at the same time.
Yeah, no.
All right, Milo, you are not being very demure.
No, me and Hannah, like, recorded the last one, and then she was like, oh, yeah, like, next episode. I was like, you know what's been on my mind for freaking ever?
That's right.
The entire Hollywood drama. Lots of names to name drop. A lot of my whole For You page has been about this exact topic, and we'll get into it later.
Yeah.
But I just want to say that it was very easy to figure out what I wanted to yap more about because throughout the hurricane, this drama has been keeping me just intrigued,
entertained for sure.
Yes.
Also, there's like other conspiracies to kind of go along with it, like the timing of it being around the election.
Just take a sip.
There's a lot to dive into about it,
Yes.
And this is like. It's like a conspiracy episode, but it's about the one specific conspiracy. And we have talked about how we like to try to keep up with pop culture.
Exactly.
And that whole thing. Speaking of a previous episode that we had talked about, I did see the It Ends With Us movie.
Oh, you did?
With Blake Lively after we talked about all that drama. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
I did.
I saw it too, but did I see it before or after?
You saw it before me. I just watched it over the hurricane.
But did I see it before or after we recorded that episode? I can't remember.
I feel like it was...
Because I did end up seeing it. I just don't know.
I don't know.
If
I don't
I'm
think you had
updating
seen it yet.
Necessarily. Yeah. I don't know either. But tell me your thoughts.
I thought it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Overall. Like, I have not read the book yet still. It is on my list. I do want to read it.
Even after the movie, you think that you'd want to read the book?
Yes, because I think... I have no doubt in my mind that the book is better.
Right.
I mean, it always is.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that the movie was different. I thought the movie by itself was good. Mm-hmm. I love Justin Baldoni. Mm-hmm. I thought he did a great job.
Yeah.
There were some parts of it that felt unrealistic to me. Mm-hmm. With how calm he took her leaving him. I don't see that actually happening in real life, but... overall, I thought visually it was a very beautiful movie. The way that they did it, I thought it was very aesthetic.
I think they portrayed the whole idea of, like, the rose-colored glasses and, like,
yes.
this relationship very well. Because, like, if you haven't seen it, like, you're watching the movie, I'm literally sitting there because I knew what the movie was going to be about when I first. I was like, am I, like, is there something wrong with me? Like, I don't see an issue. I literally was, like, thinking, yes. I was like, okay.
No, I felt the same way.
Like...
I thought that was, which apparently that's how the book is written as well.
Oh, really? I didn't know
where
that.
You, basically, the whole first half of it is you are seeing it from her perspective of how she is understanding the abusive events that are happening towards her. Because I felt the same way. Because when I was watching it, I was like, but that was an accident.
No, literally,
I was like, wait, am I okay?
No, I was like thinking that. I was like, wait a second.
Is that, I don't understand.
Is that...
And then there comes a point where something happens and she basically, her eyes are open to what really happened.
That it wasn't an accident.
That it wasn't an accident. And it was the way... It just goes to show, like, when you love someone, and if they are manipulative and they're trying to gaslight you into telling you it was an accident or it's a one-time thing, it would never happen again, you know, and you believe that until you realize, no, this is not an accident. This is being done on purpose.
So I agree. That was very well done.
That was,
you felt like you were, like, in the story. Like, you were falling in love with, like, these characters and, like, this storyline. This, like, romantic...
Yes, you understand. And I know that there's also a lot of controversy when it comes to being a fan of Colleen Hoover. A lot of people have canceled her because they felt that she glorified abusive men and situations. Personally, I don't feel that way. I am not a huge, like, Coho ride or die. I do like a couple of her books. Her books, Ugly Love and Reminders of Him, wrecked me in the best way possible. I absolutely love that book. But there's also a lot of her stuff that I haven't read or, you know, was only okay, you know, to me. But I don't feel like this glorified it. And I know people who have also been in those kind of relationships and they didn't feel it either. I think for me, it opens up the perspective to people who don't understand, but why did you stay? Mm-hmm. That's always the question. Why did you stay? And it's not because anyone would want or choose to be in that situation. It's because their whole view of it is completely warped. Exactly. And you have to understand that the person that they're in love with was at one time really amazing, and they fell in love with this version of a person, and most of the time the abuser does not show that side of them right away. They're the most amazing person and they love bomb you and they hook you and they reel you in, and then once you're locked in is when you start to see some of these other behaviors come out. And you're holding on to the hope that, no, I remember the person that I fell in love with. I want that person back, you know? And so I don't think it's glorifying it. I think it's opening up our perspectives that it's not always that black and white. It's not always as easy as why did you stay? Exactly. There's a lot of gray area. There's a lot of nuance to those situations. And it can be very, very difficult to finally make that decision. And it's not always that easy. Like some people genuinely feel trapped and like they have no option. So I don't know. I thought overall the movie was good. I would rate it good. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like 6-7 out of 10.
I think especially like for me, like I didn't read a book. I knew what it's about, but like going in with fresh eyes, like not knowing, like I think it was just a very well made movie.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was very aesthetically well done. Yeah.
Also, sorry, this is not funny at all, but the fact that you started with like, we're keep this episode light.
Oh my god,
you're literally going into like abusive relationship. No, I it's also important to talk about. I just thought it was so funny. I was like, while you were talking, I was like, yes, it's not serious at all.
So light, so lighthearted. Oh my gosh, so fluff. No, I guess it is more serious than I thought. I just wasn't. I was like, oh, conspiracy episode, like.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, we haven't even done our high on the
I know.
Side.
Where are we? Of ourselves.
It's been too long since we've done a normal.
We don't even know. We're just back. We're just in our yapping. We just recorded our yap episode, so we're just like in our yapping mode.
Yeah, this is episode 2, so you guys already know if it's episode 2.
It's gonna get a little crazy.
We're gonna get a little crazy, especially because it's like 9:30 at night.
It's a little crazy. Okay. High tide. Do we even start with the highs or lows? I don't even know. We start with our highs, right? Wait, I did know
because I always say bring me down.
Yes.
Yeah. I like to end on the low.
Yes, exactly. So my high tide, I guess. I haven't done this in a while, so it's going to be food related, guys.
It has to be.
It would not be it wouldn't be me if it was not food related. So today I had a I love. So I had like a food related day. I'm not gonna lie.
We love a food related day.
Yes. Today was wild. I literally woke up at 11 a.m., went out, ate a bunch of food, came home, napped, and now I'm here. Your girl had an interesting...
that sounds like an amazing day.
It was actually so nice. It was amazing. So, anyways, I went with my dear cousin Chelsea. We love her. We made these plans like Wednesday. We were just talking about them. We really wanted to try the Krabby Patty meal from Wendy's. I was talking about that. So, when's Wendy's? First of all, this isn't a high tide, but like Wendy's, it was wild in there. Like, it was absolutely wild. Like, we got our food before like someone else. I don't know, they just loved us or something. this lady like cursed out these poor workers, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Did I do this? Because like it's my food technically. That like I it was horrible. Anyways, I only rated the actual whole meal only like a 6.5 out of 10. But I still just really loved that it was funsies and cutesies and like being able to go and be like, can I have a Krabby Patty? Like that's so fun.
That's genius marketing.
Genius. I literally went.
I can't believe that hasn't been done before.
I know. I'm not even like a burger person. Like I never go to fast food places
either.
and get a burger.
Yeah.
I'm more of like a chicken sandwich girl. I love like the biggie bag chicken BLT from Wendy's. That's like my go-to. But I got it there, and it was good. It had like the secret sauce on it. So it was like a regular burger. It just had like secret sauce. It just tasted almost like a Thousand Island sort of vibe.
Okay.
So if you guys are interested,
but
Chelsea described it as like Cajun.
Okay, but you talked about the pineapple.
Pineapple frosty. That's what brought it up. If it was just the burger, I'm not a burger, I'd be like a 4. But the pineapple frosty, guys. Also, it was good, but like also I've had this weird thing lately where like all pineapple stuff kind of tastes banana-like to me.
Oh,
I don't know.
Very different flavors.
I know. I think something's...
Banana's not tart.
Yeah, I don't know. So I thought it was a little banana-like, but and they dipped the fries. Our fries were like extra crispy. They were so good. We dipped them in the frosty, and it was just this whole experience, and I loved the whole event of it. We're like, can we have a Krabby Patty meal? It's lovely. And then I got one to Crumble, obviously. And I got to try all of them, because I go to Crumble like once every couple months. Like I'm not a Crumble, like, you know, people are like religious, like every week gotta get Crumble. I'm not that person, but this week did look good. Obviously had the cornbread, had like a cookie dough, had a blueberry muffin. You know me and my blueberry muffins. So I had to give that a go. And then they had like a peanut butter one that I didn't really like. But anyways, I just had like a really good like food day. And then I had my pizza pockets I literally came in with, and those were really delicious.
In Tupperware that didn't match.
Yeah, I'm literally...
She just came in with a lid, you guys, that was smaller than the actual Tupperware container, and it was like hanging on for dear life. Like it wasn't covering anything. And I'm like, Mia, what is this?
I was like trying to put it
you
on.
You would have been
while
better off with a paper towel.
They were gone anyway, so it's not even like I was acting like I was gonna keep them for later. I was like, let me grab a lid. I ate them all. Anyways, so yeah.
All right, so my high tide is also like food, drink, snack related.
Yes.
So
is this what I just saw?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a new fixation, and if you are someone that's close to me, and you know me, I go through phases with food, snacks, drinks, whatever. Really? And like when I find something, I'm all in on that thing, and I have it every single day for like months, and then I'll find a new fixation.
Right.
I could give you a whole list of the things that I've gone on a fixation about. Mm-hmm. Right now, my new fixation...
We could have a fixation episode where we just talk about like all of our random like niche like things that we're obsessed with. Anyway, sorry.
I've been yapping for too long. Is the dirty Coke trend. Now, I saw this, I don't have TikTok anymore, but, you know, Instagram Reels, whatever. Mm-hmm. I saw this on Instagram, and people were doing it, and, like, so there's a couple different versions of this trend. I obviously found the more fitness realm-related one. But, so there's a whole, like, dirty Coke trend, and it's basically, like, getting your soda to taste like if you were to have a Coke float or a root beer float when it all melts down and the ice cream melts, and then the ice cream is mixed in with the soda. That's what the dirty soda is.
Okay.
And you can do it with any soda of your choice. But people have been just doing it with Coca-Cola. And it started off where people were taking marshmallow fluff and like rimming the inside of their glass and then pouring their diet soda in or whatever, and then that would be their dirty Coke, and it tasted really good. Okay. I have not tried that.
Okay.
Then people were taking it another step. So there are these Fairlife protein shakes. Mm-hmm. They have a 26 gram one and a 42 gram one. I've only used the 26 gram protein shake for this specific recipe. But the Fairlife protein shakes, the ready to go, like you can grab them at a gas station, are the best ready to eat protein shakes on the market, in my opinion, from the ones that I have tried. The chocolate ones taste like straight up chocolate milk. It's like ridiculous. So it makes it really easy for me to get my protein in because I'm drinking chocolate milk. And I'm not typically a vanilla protein person.
Right.
With that. However, the vanilla ones straight up taste like melted vanilla ice cream. That is what they taste like. So people discovered that you take your diet soda of choice. I'm a Cherry Coke Zero gal. I've been a Cherry Coke Zero gal for years now. And you take whatever diet soda, so if you want a diet root beer or regular root beer, whatever you wanted, and you take a can and then you mix it and you put in the vanilla protein shake and you mix it with it. And I know it sounds weird. When I saw it, I was like, that is weird. It doesn't go well. Bro, it literally tastes like a Coke float. Like when it's melted down, it's so good.
So good.
It's so good. Like it's, here, you try it.
I'm not a very big Coke person though, so I feel like I won't enjoy it as much.
But you should try it with you should try it with root beer one day.
Oh yeah, that does just taste like a Coke float.
It tastes like a Coke float melted down, but I'm getting my protein in.
Okay.
And I'm using the diet soda, so there's no like extra calories. So it's literally like it's a healthy dessert. Like, is it the best thing for you? Like, I mean, no, they're processed, whatever. But it's
but it's definitely a better version of.
It's like a dessert. I have like 2 of these a day.
That's so funny.
It's really bad. Like, it's so good, though. Like, okay, imagine, I do want to try this. Imagine it with a Fanta, and it'd be like a melted orange creamsicle.
Oh, yeah.
Or with a root beer. I know you like root beer.
I do love my root beer.
Or like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper would be good.
So good.
That's why I love the internet, man.
I'm telling you, I would have never thought of that.
Exactly.
And even that, like, I've literally gone to like 7-Eleven and bought a big gulp. And I fill up the big gulp like halfway. And I buy one of the protein shakes out of the cooler, and then I make it in the car.
That sounds so good, because like any soda getting from like a fountain on like a gas station, it's like so much better.
Those big gulps slap.
So good.
I'm telling you, it's my new way of getting my protein in.
That's
and
genius.
I am having my dessert at the same time. Genius. And I love it.
Genius.
So specifically the Fairlife, I have not tried it with other vanilla protein shakes. I don't know if I would. I would stick with the Fairlife ones because I know that is what tastes like melted vanilla ice cream.
For a fact, you've tried and true.
Yes.
Right. I love that.
That's my high 10. Bring me down. Bring me down.
Okay, mine's not. I was just actually talking about this because it's on the top of my head. I feel like if it's on the top of my head, it has to be shared with my ATC friends, because as much as I love the cooler weather, my skin has been dying. I literally has been like so dry and like crusty and crispy. Like I don't even want to wash my face because it just feels like I hate it. I literally even like put crap ton of moisturizer on this morning. I go to my sister's house. She's like, your face is looking a little dry. I'm like, okay, well, let's calm down now.
Thicker moisturizer.
I know. I just use it's one my dermatologist gave me like a sample of, so I was like, okay, must be whatever. It's like just the CeraVe stuff. They're probably just had in abundance, but. Anyways, yeah, I just have been constantly, and it's just like cracking, and then like it's so itchy. Like I literally just had to use like my chapstick Aquaphor just like right here. I was
gonna say maybe
like,
you should use Aquaphor.
Yeah, no, I have, because it's just like annoying me.
Dang.
And then I just hate when you can see dry skin. I'm like, oh, don't look at me.
See, I'm an oily girl, so I appreciate like the cooler weather for that aspect because I'm always so like. It's not a glow, y'all. It's an oil slick. It's just not cute. Like, I know I'm shiny right now. You can see it. I'm shiny.
She can move her head around.
You can see it. But I will say my lips have been really dry.
Yeah.
And I also feel like I've been, like, low-key kind of congested because I always get really congested when the weather does, like, crazy flips the way that it is. Because it literally was, like, super hot and we didn't have AC, and then it was like in the 60s, and now it's like going back up into the 80s. It's just weird on your respiratory system. But like my lips, I apply it with Aquaphor multiple times a day or Vaseline, whatever I have, and my lips are still dry. Yeah. I also do think I'm dehydrated, which doesn't help. Are you hydrated?
Oh, no, girl, no.
Okay, so then that's definitely not helping your skin.
And I know it's from dehydration. Like I know for a fact it's dehydration.
Okay, then that's doing it to your skin too.
Dang it. Yeah.
Dehydration affects like everything.
Yeah, it's actually so bad. I'm actually really dehydrated. I've noticed. I had that realization today. Bottles. No, it's okay. I might get her.
It's got one sip left. ASMR.
ASMR, you're welcome. No, but I still wouldn't trade it for the world. Like I wouldn't. Like I would rather have this in cooler weather. I'd probably like I would rather have my skin crisp and then it be cooler outside. So I can't even complain, but it's getting hotter outside. I
about to say it's going away anyway. I'm sorry.
All right.
She's looking out the window like in desperation.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Milo Tide is about skin too.
Oh my god.
Dude, we're connected. We didn't even talk about this.
I know.
We literally
did not plan it. Both of our high tides being like food related?
I'm going to show Mia my low tide before I talk to you guys about my low tide, which I posted it on my story.
Oh, yeah.
So I have these like gashes on my wrists that I got from the gym.
Yeah.
And I
love keeping updated with their story though. That's why I love when people post on Instagram. It's like my favorite thing in the world. Like even when we were talking about like when you were talking about your ambassador deal, I was like, I know, girl. I'm keeping up with you. I love when people post, and I love looking at your stories. So I already know. But anyways, continue.
Love you. So like the fact that if I don't annoy you and like you like seeing it, that's enough for me to like keep going.
Please
so
do.
apologizing to all my other followers if you were like, man, I just want her to stop posting.
No.
Mia likes it.
Never.
So
I love all of them. I feel like I annoy you because I like every single one of them. Like sometimes like if you post a lot, I'm like I'll just like one just so she knows I like them all. But like I like them all.
No, every time you heart my
story,
story, like I feel so accomplished.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Mia liked my story.
That's so funny.
Anytime like people like my stories, I'm like, I literally get like giddy. It's like so nice. No, so we had this workout early. I think it was on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. We had this workout. This is what the workout was. It was 10 rounds of 10 toast bar, 10 burpees, and some calories on the bike. Mm-hmm. So it's 100 toes bar total and 100 burpees total.
I did toast. I tried. I attempted the toast bar once. Like that is not. It sounds. Oh, toast the bar.
Just get your toes to the bar.
No, I literally couldn't even do like the swaying thing. I was trying so hard.
The kept swaying.
Like, yeah, no.
Yeah, so. And I really enjoy toast bar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on like my capacity with them because like after you get to about like 40, they kind of start to like, it's just harder to string multiple together. Yeah. Especially when you have a workout that's like 100 at a time. Well, not 100 at a time, but 100 total with 10 at a time. And like, you know, I wear like when I have a workout like that that's got like a lot of gymnastics in it, we have grips to help us hang on to the bar. And underneath my grips, I wear sweatbands because sometimes when the grip is directly on your skin and you're hanging onto the bar, like it will tear your skin up. Mm-hmm. Like I have separate scars from that before I learned the amazing trick of wearing sweatbands. So I had my sweatbands on top of my grips and whatever, and I didn't feel the pain while I was working out, but it was really hard for me to hang on to the bar. And I was like, what is wrong with my grip? Like, why it hurts? I was like, why does it hurt to hang from the bar? And I'm like looking at my hands aren't ripped, you know? Yeah. And like, so I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like, I keep going. So like, I'm getting to the last, you know, I finished the workout, whatever, and I take off my grips, and not only do I have these like gashes on my wrists, but my whole wrist is like red. So I basically got these like nasty rug burns, like from the friction, but like they were bleeding. Like it was really bad.
Yeah.
And it's honestly painful.
Oh, I believe it.
Like showering, washing my hands, accidentally getting hand sanitizer, like because they're like open, like it looks like when you scrape your knee.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, but it's like directly on my wrist, like right under where my thumb starts. And it's so weird because I've never had this happen to me before. And people were like, oh, did you wear your sweatbands? And I was like, yeah. But I think it was just because I haven't done that high volume of gymnastics in so long. I don't know. Like my skin just didn't like it that time. I don't know. Maybe I was wearing my grips higher up than I normally do. Maybe I should move it slightly down, lower. I don't know. But yeah, this has never happened to me before. And my coach, he was like, that happens to me all the time. You'll be fine. And I was like, okay. And thankfully there hasn't...
like there's a story behind them.
Yeah.
Like you see them like, oh yeah, that girl. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And like, I mean, thankfully there was no other like hanging gymnastic movements this week. Mm-hmm. So it didn't like prevent me from working out for the rest of the week. But like once it started to heal and it started to scab over, it was like really like stiff. Like I couldn't move my wrist because the scab was forming.
Right on that like bending part.
And then there's been a couple of times where like I accidentally hit it and like I literally like fall down in pain. It hurts so bad. And then like at one point like Milo and I were like snuggling and like his nail like scraped over it and it like reopened and started bleeding and I was literally like in tears. It hurt so bad. But I mean, there's
such a hard spot.
It is because it's constantly moving because it's on my wrist. So it's like I feel like the healing process is taking a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Because it's almost been a week now, and like part of it is still open.
A little fresh, yeah.
You know, so like I don't really know what that's all about. But yeah. I have this ointment. It's kind of like medicated Vaseline. It's called Bag Balm.
Okay.
Most CrossFitters like swear by it. They sell it at CVS. It's in a green tin, like a metal tin. So like if you buy a big one, like you're set for life. That crap will last you so long. But I just bought the little mini one.
Do people use it for like chapstick or something?
I wouldn't put it on my lips. It tastes.
Okay,
it has a weird smell.
Okay.
And I definitely put it on my lips before, like if I have like severely chapped lips, but it doesn't taste good.
Okay.
I would definitely stick with Vaseline or Aquaphor for that.
Okay.
But like for severely chapped skin, for burn, any time CrossFitters like they rip their hands, like you slather your hands in Bag Balm. So I've been like applying either Bag Balm or when I'm out, I have my little Aquaphor, and I'm like reapplying, especially overnight, to like get this, because I do have gymnastics this coming up week in training, and I'm like, okay, I kind of need this to like
because that's gonna like doing that motion.
There's no
again.
way I won't be able to.
Ugh, yeah.
So that's my low tide. It hurts. It sucks.
That's tough.
But I'm like super tough.
She's super tough.
And I'm like,
doesn't even face her. Like look at her moving.
What happened to you with the gym?
Gymnastics.
You don't know
I was
what
just
that's
like hanging on a bar, you know.
I was like doing like 100 toes bar. It's like not a big deal.
Don't even,
do you even toes a bar?
Yeah. Do those bars, like, because I obviously do.
That's
and
like
I have scars
super
from it.
embarrassing for you.
Yeah.
They don't know what that is.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that's my low tide.
That's a lot. But look at us being so in sync. That's kind of crazy. Like pain from our skin.
Like,
wow.
The food. So good. But now we're going to get into our mana. About the topic that we have on hand today with P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Liam Payne.
Because obviously we're going to get into the details of like all the things. But obviously P. Diddy did some crazy, really, really bad things. Yeah. And he had these parties. And so like they came out with a list of like all the people that attended his parties. And I think it was just pretty interesting because like Hannah brought up a great point. Like people are probably going to their parties, like especially like new into the industry, not thinking anything. But now their name is corrupted. Like, oh my gosh, I went to this party. I was with these people. I'm part of like
you're associated now.
You're associated with these horrible activities.
Yeah, guilty by association.
Exactly. So I think we just wanted to kind of relate our mana to that whole discernment, you know, of who you're spending your time with. Not like who you talk to. I feel like that's always a line. Like, I can't even look at that person because they did this, and this. No, it's not like to that extent, but like, who are you spending your time with? Who are you choosing to invest in? And obviously, they're going to invest in you in some ways. So the verse that obviously is pretty bang bang. Like me and Hannah are just making this stuff up for funsies just to pretend we're wise. It's in the Bible, y'all. So 1 Corinthians 15 verse 33. Do not be misled. Right there.
Don't be misled.
Do not do it.
Come on.
Bad company corrupts good character.
Bad company corrupts good character. And we have talked about this topic kind of in the past, where it does not mean that as a Christian you only be friends with Christians, and it doesn't mean that when people have struggles or problems that you excommunicate them because they're a sinner. Like first of all, we're all sinners, right? The point is, I think, is being careful with the people that you allow to influence you. Right? Because there are some points where like you are being the influencer, and we have to be mindful of what we're influencing people to do. But we also take in and allow people to influence us, and we need to have discernment and judgment with that of the people that we allow to help navigate the decisions that we make in life.
Yeah.
And especially, I feel like this is really important for younger people when you are learning and forming who you are. And I've seen it. Bad friendships can literally ruin and turn the whole course of your life. You know, and on the flip side of that coin, having the right company can literally shoot you so far, you know, into life. And I just think it's one of those things where if you're having this type of company, and then, you know, you're starting to notice a change in your lifestyle, your behaviors, the things that you are doing, the way that you talk, the way that you treat people, and if it's turning into a negative thing, then like there is some self-reflection to be done. And it doesn't mean that you can blame other people like, oh, well, they're influencing me and causing me to do this. Like, ultimately, you are making that choice for yourself. But the people that you hang out with makes a huge difference. Yeah. It just does.
Yeah, and I think it's important to obviously highlight that no one's going into a friendship like, oh, they might, like, corrupt. Like, you're not going in and thinking, like, hang out with someone, like, oh, how are they going to affect me? You know, like, as everyone wished that they could say that, they're thinking of,
your
like,
parents do, and that's why they're like, I don't like you hanging out with them. They're a bad influence. And we're always like,
people closest to you, they're start noticing things. But, I don't know, I just think we forget a lot of times the impact people do have on you.
Yeah.
You can ask Anna. I literally take up every personality trait that anyone I hang out around has. Like, it's just a thing I do. Like, oh, that's funny, I'm stealing it. It's mine now. So
I want you to steal something from me. I'm offended.
I don't do that often. I'm not like just some random girl. Like,
no, Mia comes over with a new accent. Every single time she comes over.
Oh, stop. And they're probably like, who's this girl? She is not the same one as I heard.
She was coming over and I was like, you hang out with Bella recently?
I said, like, no, this is new girl at work.
And she was like, no, I like took on the personality of this other girl that I work with. I want to be her.
Yes, because I'm sorry, I just live around so many amazing people and I just want to be like them.
It's true.
Yeah, you're acting like I don't do. Well, because I think like when it comes to like you, actually I have noticed something I do that's kind of like you, because it's actually kind of related to your high tide. Because I feel like every time I come over to your house, it's just like you're always like just like and like, oh. I'm like thinking of things now. I'm like thinking of things.
I'm excited.
So one thing, obviously, like you always have like a little drink.
Oh yeah.
I've definitely taken that on more after hanging out with you. Like
I always have to have a drink.
No, I never have drinks. Like I really never have drinks unless it's like a warm water bottle that I found in my car. You know.
You see my stories. I have like 4 drinks at a time.
No, I know, and I feel like just like even like you making like your little concoction. Like I'm like, oh my gosh. So I've literally gone home once and like kind of tried to like be like, oh, let me put ginger on the glass this time. I'm feeling crazy. Let me be like Hannah. So like that's something I think I've noticed. Like I actually do this, and or when you stand. I don't know if you notice this, but like when you're in your kitchen, you put your leg up.
Yes.
I do that now. Only because of you. No, I literally have noticed. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You can ask people. I do all the time. We have this chair.
It's so comfy.
It's so comfy. We have this. Well, no, it's not a chair. We have like this couch in my house, and like there's a ledge. And if I'm talking to someone, I put my leg on it, just like you do. Like where it's like that kind of like, you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like the bent. Yeah, that's something it was. I probably could think of more, but I do genuinely take up things. People.
Guys, my whole life has been made.
You're so silly. You're so silly. But yeah, anyways.
That's so funny.
And guys, I did not start hanging out with Hannah thinking this, but here I am. She could easily.
I'm influencing the way she stands and drinks, guys. Come on.
What else could she be influencing me? Good thing she is a good influence, because what would I be? I'm so impressionable. It's like not even funny. So.
Well, I mean, you already influenced me, because the other day when I went to my local coffee shop, I ordered a muffin and I thought Mia would really like this muffin.
I ate a muffin this morning.
It's a cranberry orange muffin.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we're gonna have to
cranberry.
We're gonna have to go because they're like filled with cranberries, and it's
cranberry.
So
reminds
good.
me. Did I tell you about the cranberry bliss bar from Starbucks? Yes, we had a whole conversation about it.
Yes.
That's what I.
These are literally the best muffin. My mom got them, so then I started getting them.
Obviously.
And it's like really bad, and like you heat it up for like 15 seconds, and they're so fluffy, but like moist at the same time, and filled with cranberries. Oh, dude, it's so good. We'll have to go. We'll have to go.
Gosh, yeah. So, guys, look at us. We're to influence each other, and who knows who could be influencing you. So we're just kind of reminding you, like...
No, like, me and Maddie, like, we have certain ways that, like, we talk.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh. Like, okay, here's a great example. The only reason why I use the word real is because of Chelsea.
Exactly. We still use it to this day. Like, real.
I say real after everything. Because of that, now Maddie says real after everything.
Like Chelsea doesn't even know her impact.
She doesn't, bro. Chelsea is a trendsetter. Literally.
No, she is. She says things all the time, and I'm like, I'm still that.
I'm literally like, how do you... I get so... embarrassed for myself because I'm like, how are you so uncreative?
Like, why have I not come up with something?
Like these people, the way they talk, I'm like, I want to be
literally
them.
I'm just stealing all these accents from people. I'm like, I wish I had like a cute little like way I talk. No, I just steal things. But yeah,
but hey man, you never know what you're doing and other people are watching, like the way I stand on my countertops.
That's what I'm saying. Like you would never think, but I do.
But you know what? It works though because you're also a tall girly. It doesn't work for the short girlies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have this whole leg. I need to put it somewhere.
I need a whole leg. It needs to like just be on something.
And it's so funny because I don't know when or why I started doing that.
And another thing, well, because I can't do it at work, so countertops are so tall, but I put my leg like on my leg.
Yes, that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, I put my leg like while I'm just standing there like, taking orders. I do that. There's no one else I know that does that.
I don't know why I do it. I don't know when it started.
It's so comfy.
It's so comfy. Yeah. But like, you have to be a tall girly in order to do it.
I love that.
So tall girly is
special. Yeah.
Unless you have like a really like maybe like a desk or like a short.
Something that is short. It could work for
like a chair.
Yeah, but imagine pulling at a chair. Wait, I can't talk to you right now. Let me pull up a chair. I gotta find like a.
But like I don't even think about it. And then I've had some people come over and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is just." I do when I do my face routine in the bathroom. Yeah. When I'm washing my face, like when I'm in the kitchen, I just put my leg up there.
Put your leg up there.
I have good mobility, so I'm able to just.
No, I love it.
It's so good.
I love it.
It's stretching.
I know.
It's so good. Just like. So, you know, Maddie, like now me and her, like we just say real all the time, and it's literally Maddie who never even met Chelsea says real, so ultimately because Chelsea said real. Butterfly effect, dude. That's insane. And somehow that's related to P Diddy.
Somehow, Chelsea saying real is related to P Diddy. No, but it kind
of you heard even Lecrae was talking about his experience going to a Diddy party.
And that was before any of like anything.
And he was literally saying how he went there and he just felt something wasn't right and he left and then he heard from people after that stayed things that happened and he was like, that was God protecting me. And like he was so grateful that he didn't stay. And I'm like, I'm telling y'all, like be careful who you hang out with.
Yeah. I love this episode. But we can get into kind of the some of the conspiracies, because obviously everything we're saying, I feel like we should preface, I don't know crap.
The conspiracies.
I do not know crap.
We're getting our information from social media.
1000%.
From TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah.
Like complete.
That most of them are honestly like memes, like just like funny, but like no, I'm taking them seriously for some reason.
Now I do I believe it? Yes. But that's my choice.
Exactly. So we're not like saying anything.
Do your own research.
Beyonce, if you're listening to this, I don't. Beyonce. Thank you for giving me the ability to talk. I don't know. In this episode.
Beyonce, no. I just want to thank you for the impact that you've had on my life.
Thank you for the impact. This episode is
You have no idea the influence you've had on ATC. I'm trying to save the podcast community.
Yes.
At JoJo Siwa. Talk about that. That was crazy.
Guys, this is what I'm saying.
We have so much.
Oh my gosh.
But we need to give like the overview.
That's what I'm saying, like a timeline. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it started with Diddy.
It's
in his parties.
Yeah.
Which
he had. I don't know, you guys. I mean,
like even I don't know, and I don't think we'll ever know all
so
that
we're
went
making
down.
an episode on it, of course.
Of things we don't know. We don't know anything we're saying, but we are doing an entire episode on this, so you're welcome.
So basically, there's this rapper. His name is P. Diddy. If you didn't know that, that's where we're
featured
starting.
in a lot of songs.
He was like, he was
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. It's so funny. No Big Deal, the Christian rapper.
Yeah.
He has a song where it's like, something I pity, fool that I pity, wake up feeling like, no, not waking up, but he said feeling like Diddy. And he changed it to I Don't Rock With Diddy.
Yes, I
listened. I didn't realize that I like said that before, but I was listening to the song and I looked at the lyrics. I was like, oh, he changed it. He went on.
Yeah, like Kesha TikTok. Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. He was it.
Yes.
He like Diddy was it.
That guy, yeah.
He was that guy. And like he worked with a lot of really big people. He like took on Justin Bieber under his wing, and that was like a whole thing. But now, basically, what's coming out are a lot of allegations about him doing some really bad things. We'll just leave it at that.
Very bad things. You can research FBI, that yourself. I do not want to speak on it personally.
No. FBI finding strange things at his house.
And now, of baby oil.
Yeah. And now a lot of people are just coming up and speaking out about their experiences with it. And it connects to Beyonce because they have been close friends, like him, Jay-Z, Beyonce, that whole thing.
Yes.
And there's just been some funky behavior going on around it. Justin Bieber has like fallen off the face of the earth ever since these allegations have come forward because, you know, we come to find out that Justin Bieber was really negatively affected by his relationship with Diddy. And I just feel so bad. It just breaks my heart because he was a kid.
JB.
He was so young.
Like, it's just absolutely horrible to think, like, how abused he was in the industry. Like, this little guy from Canada just posting videos of a song and, like, just how he's
getting
impacted.
his big break.
Exactly.
And, having
people taking advantage of that. Like, it is just so heartbreaking. And then to also think about how many other people that may not have even, like, made it as big as Justin Bieber, that were victims of all that was going on.
And, like, my whole thing when it comes to Beyonce is her and Jay-Z have been at the quote-unquote top of Hollywood for a really long time. And
like Queen Bee.
Literally. Yeah. And, like, other people can have their own opinions about Hollywood and all of that, but for me, when it comes to Hollywood, you don't get to the top without paying some serious prices and without being involved in really serious things. And your view on that can be up to you. If you don't think the Illuminati is real, I think it's a little naive. It's definitely real. And this isn't even like a conspiracy, but it's a known fact that the FBI, or I'm sorry, not the FBI, the CIA is directly involved with Hollywood and the production of music and movies and all of that. And the reason being is because that is the number one way to get out propaganda. We are a society that loves and adores these celebrities and the content that they are a part of, whether it's TV shows, movies, music, and it is the easiest way to influence people. And that's why you see specifically celebrities that have a quite younger people following, they are the ones that get very involved in politics because they are definitely, whether or not they truly believe in those politics, I don't know. But I do know for a fact that they are going to make these celebrities endorse certain people with whoever they want the younger people to vote for, and whatever I'm not stating my political opinion, agree or disagree. I'm just saying that if you don't think that the government uses celebrities as propaganda or to push whatever they want to push, that's naive. Yeah. Because I'm not going to bring that up. That's too controversial. You know what I mean? And again, maybe the celebrities genuinely believe in the people and the politicians that they're supporting, and I hope that they do if they're going to tell other people to vote for them. Right. But whether or not they have a choice to talk about it, I don't really think is theirs. Right. I think that there's definitely some agreements that are going on behind the scenes. And when it comes to Beyonce, it seems there's been this new trend going around that is it's weird. It's weird. It's honestly crazy when you look at how many there have been.
How many people specifically that thanked Beyonce at the Grammys?
So that's kind of like the whole thing. Because like the whole thing started with P. Diddy. And then like people are like, oh, well, P. Diddy's really close with Beyonce. And then when you look at Beyonce, anytime someone has won a Grammy over Beyonce, Beyonce was in the running to win the Grammy and someone else won. The ones I can think of at the top of my head was Lizzo, Adele,
Megan Thee
Stallion. Technically Taylor Swift, and there's the whole thing with that too. Okay, so these people are weirdly thanking Beyonce in their Grammy,
or just saying how like amazing she is.
They're just randomly thanking her and talking about her. Like Adele won this Grammy, and she's like, and I just want to thank you, Beyonce, because like you're the woman of our hearts and you have changed our lives. And Lizzo was like, Beyonce, like you're the reason I got into music. But it just seems so out of place. Like why are they even talking about Beyonce?
I'm sorry, if this is my big moment, I'm not thinking
why are you thinking another artist like that? Yeah. And what's crazy too is like some of them, this might be a stretch, this could just be people insinuating, but some of them feel like when they heard that they won, that they were scared. Wasn't Harry Styles another one?
Yeah.
I think it was Harry Styles. Like they look like not happy that they won.
They're like, yeah.
Because they won over Beyonce.
Because I remember one was Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce had like a song together, so they both won the Grammy. And that's when Megan was like looking over, she's like, and Beyonce like, and just started talking all these good things. I'm like, okay.
And so the conspiracy is that if you beat Beyonce, you need to thank her and give her the credit for it, or you're gonna die.
Yeah. So then, like, they were just talking about...
She's up there in the Illuminati.
Yeah. So, like, you need to give her the credit so she's always seen in, like, that like first
she
spotlight.
stays on top.
Exactly. And then after people were noticing that, then they noticed all the people that didn't do that did die.
Yeah, like this isn't like there's definitely some backing up behind it to make it seem probable.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Wild.
So like I'm trying to think of the exact names, but it was like Michael Jackson.
Yep.
Who are the other names?
I can't
remember.
To think.
I'm looking it up.
Oh.
I can't remember their names. It's all like R&B artists.
It's wasn't it Aaliyah?
Mm-hmm.
It's in that song, She Knows. That's a whole other part of it.
That's
the
what
J. Cole song.
Yes, the She Knows. And
that's the one that's like Aaliyah. Yeah, like
yes.
So she was another.
She knows.
She knows. So Aaliyah, I hope I'm not mispronouncing. She was like supposed to be the up and coming star.
Yes.
And like I think she was like starting to do really well.
Yeah, literally his songs like Rest in Peace to Aaliyah, Rest in Peace to Left Eye. Another, and then that's the one I couldn't think of. And then obviously Michael Jackson. I'll see it Just As Soon As I Die. And like, he was like, Just as soon as I die, because I'm calling you out.
And like they were either starting to get above Beyonce. And especially with Aaliyah and Left Eye, that was at the time where Beyonce was starting to break out. Mm-hmm. So like she wasn't at the top yet, but she was making her way there. But they were like threatening that,
because
and then
they were still in the same.
And then they died. Yeah. And then Michael Jackson, and he didn't thank Beyonce, and like now he's dead. And there's been a lot of conspiracies around his death in the first place. And then the whole Taylor Swift thing. And Kanye getting on stage. Did
Kanye protect Taylor Swift from Beyonce?
I think he did. I'm not going to lie to you. I think he did.
Dude.
So people got really mad at Kanye because they stole Taylor's moment, which there's a couple of conspiracies attached to this. One of them is that was Taylor's humiliation ritual to get into the Illuminati or to get up into the higher ups. So there's a whole nother conspiracy that to be a part, to get into the Illuminati, to do all that, you have to go through a humiliation ritual. Oh. And if you notice, there's a lot of trends where like celebrities do like super embarrassing things and it doesn't seem normal.
In character,
and it's like a sign of like initiation. So there's one side where people think that was Taylor's initiation.
Interesting.
Because like look at how big she's gotten since then. Mm-hmm. She's the biggest pop star in the entire world right now. Mm-hmm. Like no doubt about that in my opinion. But there's the other side where people are saying, okay, she won over Beyonce. She wasn't going to thank her in her speech, and Kanye knows.
Had to give Beyonce the credit.
That you have to give Beyonce. So he got on stage and said that
Beyonce had the greatest album of all time. Yeah.
Yeah. The greatest video or whatever
the greatest video. Yeah.
And so people are saying that actually it was Kanye trying to protect. And then there's the whole Kanye conspiracy that he's not even Kanye anymore.
He's a clone.
I was just honest to gosh, I believe that.
No, literally. He literally said, if I come back, it is not me.
He literally
said looks different.
Okay, there's so much to this. Okay, this is literally just a conspiracy episode. Okay.
I feel like I need a security guard after this episode because we're figuring it all out. But anyways.
Kanye said that if he ever takes a break and comes back, it's not him. He said that. Now, I don't remember what year it was, but it was in the month of December, I think. He took a break, I think, for his mental health, quote unquote. And he came back and he looks drastically different if you look up close. And second of all, one of the first outfits he was saw wearing was Balenciaga, the brand that old Kanye literally spoke out about because they were having a lot of issues with their certain marketing with children.
Horrible stuff.
And Kanye was calling them out on that. So why, after he took a break, comes back and now he's wearing Balenciaga?
No.
That's not Kanye.
No.
That's not Kanye.
That's not Kanye.
It's not Kanye. I 100% believe that they replaced him because he was starting to figure stuff out and he couldn't be controlled. He was just...
Oh, yeah, because Kanye was a loose cannon.
He was literally... He was crazy. Mm-hmm. But, like, he was outing all of these things. And now he's gone. Because you notice, like, ever since the new Kanye came out, like, he's not really saying anything.
Yeah, that's not Kanye at all.
That's not Kanye.
Like, staying under the radar like this, especially with all this drama going on. He would have a lot to say.
He would have a lot to say. Yeah, no, it's not Kanye.
Where's Kanye?
Then it's like... the whole thanking Beyonce at the Grammys, to even the point where JoJo Siwa recently just won some kind of dance award, and in her acceptance speech she said, and I just want to thank Beyonce.
Like jokingly, obviously.
Jokingly, yeah, like, I just want to thank Beyonce because, we got to keep the dance community safe. That's crazy to me. That was bold of her to do.
So bold. But then, I don't know. She probably has posted since, but, like, she obviously, like, posts on every social media, like, every day. People were saying she went, like, 3 days. She was gone. She didn't post on any of her social medias after she did that.
That's so weird.
She's
so very active on social media.
3 days, I think. I haven't checked up on it, but, like, not a peep from her on anything. Like, huh?
That's weird.
I don't know. And then, I'm trying to think if there's anything. I don't want to jump ahead of myself, but obviously...
The Liam Payne situation. Which is very new.
Very fresh, very new. Rest in peace. It is so horribly, so sad.
It's so sad.
I grieved. I literally, at work, I played Only One Direction, and I said, everyone has to remember him. Sorry.
And what's crazy is that I never went through a One Direction phase.
I didn't really either.
Not a big
I
One
went
Direction.
through That's What Makes You Beautiful phase. I love that song.
That song, because it went viral.
Yeah,
you know. But other than that, like, I think there was maybe only one other song that I've listened to, and I couldn't even tell you the name.
I know, like, a couple other songs.
But I know a lot of girls my age, like, One Direction was the thing.
No, for sure.
And, like, I mean, I can imagine, like, people are heartbroken. He's, like, what, 30-something?
He's like 31.
31.
He has a kid.
He had posted, like, an hour beforehand of him with his girlfriend. Now, to me, he did seem a little weird. Mm-hmm. He seemed agitated.
He went through a lot of hate because I'm not exactly sure what
Wasn't he getting canceled?
He was getting canceled. I remember it was with One Direction, just saying, like, how he was... I think he gave himself a lot of credit or something, like, in a podcast. And people were hating him because of that. But I think he did get into some things recently where people... Because I just... Again, I don't really know, but I've seen people post, like, oh, he died thinking everyone hated him. Because, like...
That's so sad.
He was getting, like, death threats. Like, he was
And the story behind his death is that there were people that were calling the police. He was in Argentina at the time. Mm-hmm. And they were seeing this man who seemed intoxicated and was acting aggressive. And then next thing they know, he fell from the 3rd-story balcony of his room. Just fell. He fell. When do people just fall?
So, and then I saw that they, like, obviously, they, like, released pictures of his room. And it was, like, obviously a lot of drug usage. Like, the TV was, like, punched through. Like, there was obviously a lot going on. So then I was like, okay.
But I'm like, here's my thing.
He also, okay, wait. The only thing, I just want to, like, make my case for, like, the suicide.
Okay, yeah, because there are different allegations with
because
this.
Because even before, like, the day before, they said that he was going on, like, a bunch of, like, Snapchat lives with sick children and gave, like, a crap ton of his money away. Wow. Like, crap ton of his money to these sick kids. And I'm like, okay, so it sounds like he knew something was happening. Like, or maybe he's feeling generous that day, but I think, and then obviously, lots of drug issues. He's been very vocal in the past about his addictions. And, like, people were saying, like, you could have relapsed, like, and then just...
For sure.
You know...
So there's the one side of it where could it have been a suicide thing? Could it have been...
I think it has to be suicide or murder. There's no falling, personally.
Yes.
There's a very, very small part of me that would
issue is, like, I'm on the side of them that he did not do it to himself. That someone else did it to him and it was staged to look like something different. Because
it's like chills. I hate that so much.
Apparently, did you know? Again, do your own research for this. These are all.
This is me and Hannah yapping.
These are theories. This and yap. These are theories that he was going to testify against Diddy.
I didn't know that. And he had a video about him saying he didn't like his experience with P. Diddy on the Graham Norton show. And Selma Hayek was on that couch, and her demeanor, everyone's demeanor completely changes around him when he's like, and I met P. Diddy. She immediately, like, it zooms into her, she, like, stops. Like, she stops smiling and everything. She's like, wait, what is he about to say? Like,
oh, you'll have to show that to me.
I'm going to show you.
I'm going to
show you.
That. So people were saying that he was going to speak out against Diddy, and now he's gone. And I'm sorry.
And Beyonce was staying at the hotel the night before.
Y'all, like, you can't make that up.
Like... The coincidence,
like what? I'm sorry, like, how easy is it to stage some drugs in a room and punching a TV to make it, like, it is so easy to make something look a certain way.
Right.
When the moment I saw the news and I read what happened, you can ask me immediately, I was like, something seems fishy to me. Mm-hmm. Now, my cousin also brought up the theory which I thought was interesting that maybe he faked it on purpose.
Ooh.
Because he was getting a lot of hate and wanting to just get out and start over.
Yeah. That is possible.
It's also very weird to me.
But then didn't TMZ post pictures of his body?
They said they did.
Which is awful. Like, I cannot imagine
that. And like it had the specific tattoos, but I don't know if they. But they do.
Pictures. But it's Hollywood, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember
you get fake tattoos all the time.
Oh, for sure.
That's not hard.
They're making clones right now. I think they can take a dead body.
So that to me doesn't immediately prove or disprove anything. I don't know.
I agree. We don't know anything, but.
It's weird.
Very, very, very.
I'm gonna need to watch some Barbie Dreamhouse after this episode.
No, I'm not kidding. I literally when you
I'm getting
talking
a little
about that.
out.
No, same.
This is spooky behavior.
At least it's October, guys. Is this releasing? Wait, what Monday is this releasing? It's releasing the Monday before Halloween. We didn't plan this, guys. We didn't plan this, but this is spooky.
I don't like it.
That's a short overhead. It is really no. When you said what did you say? Something I got chills. I literally said I got chills, but I was like, we know too much. You're cracking me up right now with your head over, your shirt over your head.
Guys, it's really spooky. I'm telling you, you don't take things at face value. these people are scary. We love you, Beyonce.
We love you, Beyonce.
Protect the podcast community.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, the She Knows song.
She knows.
So that was the whole thing because She knows.
She knows.
Is Beyonce's last name. Yeah. Knowles is her last name. So
have you seen all the conspiracies of Blue Ivy stands for and just their whole family?
No, what's that?
I literally looked this up the other day.
I'm so interested.
No, I feel like I should have had all these links pulled up before we started.
Well, Beyonce has already been she scares me.
No,
she terrifies me. The whole Sasha Fierce thing.
This is a whole She Knows article, and it says Blue Ivy is definitely part of the Illuminati, and we'll prove it.
OMG, not a child.
I know, that's actually insane to me.
Well, how old is Blue Ivy now?
Blue Ivy spelled backwards means daughter of Satan. In Latin.
No. That's not an accident. Who names your child Blue Ivy? That's not an accident.
Philia Satan, and also
the thing this house is anointed and blessed by the Lord, because I cannot.
Because I'm not here to try.
What are you saying right now?
Sorry, I'm reading. I don't know. They're saying
the name thing is crazy.
Yeah, and then I think these are all stupid, to be honest, because then they go into B means banished, L means U means unappreciated, E equals evil, I equals Illuminati.
That's stupid.
I agree. Because
I don't buy that.
Be so pro. Anyways.
No, bro. Beyonce has scared me for a long time. Yeah, J. Cole made that song She Knows, and it's bringing up these people that have died.
Like Aisha, Left Eye, Michael
Jackson. And then the nose is supposed to be Knowles, which is Beyonce's real last name. Mm-hmm. And this whole thing, and something about it just doesn't sit right. When it comes to Hollywood, everything should be looked at with a closer eye, in my opinion. And we never really fully know what's going on.
People say, this article, Tupac's death, also related to Diddy.
Yeah. No, 1,000%. That's another big one.
Very, very suspicious.
It comes with a price. Yeah. Which, again, a lot of these people, even just being associated, doesn't have a great look.
Yeah.
Hence the whole, just being aware of, obviously this is a super extreme situation, but, just be aware of the people that you're around. Mm-hmm. Do you really know the people? Mia, I think I need a background check.
Let me give you my blood type and social security number just to be sure.
Did you hear the thing about Lieutenant Dan?
Yeah.
I mean,
that was wild. That's what I was following up with, the whole hurricane.
Yeah.
Me and Ruth.
And then at the church, he's arrested now and has tons of charges against him.
Yeah.
And I thought he was some sweet guy living in a boat.
No, literally, I kept up with him. I was I'm gonna check up on him.
I was Lieutenant Dan.
I know, I was making sure. I was oh, Lord, keep him safe in this storm because he's in this boat. He was saying God told him to go in the boat. I was this is insane. What the heck's happening?
No, he's a criminal.
And then, yeah, he's a criminal, and him and the guy that actually made him viral, like, went through that whole thing, like, super big beef because he blamed him for, like, stealing all of his money. But the guy was like, I literally made this GoFundMe for you. Like, crazy stuff. If you don't know Lieutenant Dan, you can look him up.
It's crazy.
He was, like, this guy that, like, tried to, like, stay out in his boat.
He was providing some comedic relief during the hurricane.
Yeah, he was a crazy, crazy guy. And when we say crazy, it was just, like, crazy at first, but now we know he's, like, crazy.
No, he's crazy.
So.
You just goes to show you never know. You think you know Lieutenant Dan.
You never know.
And you don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, I need to
Barbie
watch some Barbie Dreamhouse and some Bluey.
Sorry, that this is a little spooky.
A little spooky. It's going to be a lighthearted episode.
That's so funny.
That's literally the crazy. I'm such a liar. Like, what?
People are like, okay, good. I kind of love something.
Oh my gosh. This is what we decided to jump back in with? Spooky.
But I'm telling you, I know the timing of it being right before Halloween.
I don't like it.
So I hope you guys have a good and safe
Halloween
this
upcoming
trick-or-treat Thursday.
You know, just be safe.
Exactly.
People will be crazy.
Cray.
People will be wild.
Wildin'.
So,
yeah.
Go watch some Barbie Dreamhouse.
Yeah, after this episode, we encourage you guys to...
Whatever you're...
Actually, you should watch something lighthearted.
Barbie Dreamhouses.
Dreamhouse, or listen to one of our other podcast episodes, actually. Stay in the screen, the ATC screen, and watch something else.
Yeah. All right, you guys.
Or listen to something else, I should say.
See you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Toodaloo. Next week, it'll be November.
So it's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
It's literally Christmas. Mariah Carey, she's here.
She's defrosting. All right, you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.